Let's just talk about what you're seeing in the market. What's your word of the day?
My word of the day is a dollar cost average is a term. But I like dollar cost average because many of the clients I speak to have a lot of trepidation going into 2025 at market at all-time highs. And so I say in order to get rid of that trepidation, just put a little bit in the market every single week or every other week. I think you'll get where you need to be.
All right, so that's a general strategy, but where are you dollar cost averaging into? Are you looking at indexes? Are you looking to buy tech? Are you looking for some of the cyclical sectors, especially with the idea that we're going to get a Fed cut tomorrow? 95% of traders watched by the CME believe we are going to get that quarter-point cut.
Yeah, I like the semiconductor space. I know it's a story that we've heard for the last couple of years because of AI. But I think that we're in the first or second inning of the AI play. Again, many corporations around the country, when I talk to my clients that are in charge of implementing AI, haven't even begun to implement it into their companies fully. So I think the AI story has a lot more legs to go. And so I would dollar cost average into the names that you all know, the NVIDIA, the AMDs, all these companies, I think have a lot more room to run.
So that's your pick for us today. Semiconductors is your pick, but I do want to ask why. We're going to show the chart from the election. It's been a very choppy run for the semiconductor space, and you do also have to remember it's a cyclical sector that's been on a tremendous run. Why is that your pick for us today?
My pick again is because number one, momentum. They've got the momentum going over the last couple of years. If you look back over the last couple of months, you'd say, you know, listen, they've gone too far. But I do think the fundamentals have the semiconductors in a great place. Again, what I just said. You know, companies in the U.S. still haven't implemented the technology. Internationally, if you look at most companies, they haven't even begun to start meetings on how they implement the technology. So if you look at the story overall over a 5 or 10 year outlook, semiconductors still have quite a bit more room to run. And so while the valuations are high, I would go there. And then I also like the financials. You just mentioned that the Fed's going to be lowering rates. I think the financials do very well in a low rate interest rate environment. More people are looking at doing mortgages, taking out more debt on their credit cards because rates are lower. So I also like the financials as well.
Any concerns about a possible hawkish pause coming up tomorrow when we get that Fed decision, the idea that the rate cut path, it might not be as smooth as we thought, we might not get as many cuts as we previously thought?
It's possible. I mean, look at the current administration. Many of their policies are going to be inflationary. So the Fed is going to be obviously listening to all that, but they've got to look at the data. And so the data is stating that to them that they've got to cut. But I do think when the new administration comes in, they're going to change their course pretty quickly, given what President-elect Trump is talking about.
You know, Mark, I also want to ask you about the global markets. We're going to show a chart for South Korea, for Germany and France, where we've seen a lot of leadership upheaval. I'm just going to kind of categorize it under that. When you're looking at investing in international markets, does all this upheaval, does that change the thesis at all or the attractiveness? And important to note, we're showing the chart month to date. Despite all these headlines, we're seeing the DAX and also the CAC outperform the S&P.
Listen, if I'm looking at international, I've got to be looking at Asia, not really looking at the European continent right now because of over the last 4 years coming out of the pandemic, they really haven't rebounded. So my eyes are really focused on China specifically, given their chart and what's going on there. So if you see anything out of the administration that looks friendly towards the Chinese party and the country overall, Communist Party, you will definitely see a huge upside in many of the stocks that we know, the Alibabas, the Baidus, et cetera, because they not only cover China, they cover the entire continent of Asia.
So you're bullish on China. Do you play it as Chinese tech? Do you just play a broader index? I mean, how are you seeing the opportunity in China?
I like Chinese tech. If you look at, you know, for example, a company like Alibaba compared to Amazon, Amazon's chart, it took quite a while for Amazon to have the kind of prolific rise they've had. Alibaba hasn't even seen close to that type of rise. And so I'm very bullish in Chinese tech, given they have 1.4+ billion people there and the opportunity they have around the entire continent of Asia as a whole.